Okay, we're talking about correcting low total alkalinity. I just tested my total alkalinity over in the adult spa. It was a little low. We were at 30. I want it to be between 80 and 150. So the process for correcting total alkalinity, first thing you need to do is test your pH. So I just tested my total alkalinity. I was at 30. My pH is low. I know I want to add bicarb, but it's important that I test my pH, because if I have a high pH and I add a bunch of bicarb, it's going to increase my pH. It's going to really get that pH up there, which I don't want. What I want to do if I have low total alkalinity and a high pH is do the dance. The dance is adding a little bit of acid, waiting, retesting, and then adding bicarb. So I have low total alkalinity and I have a high pH. I'm going to go get my acid. I'm going to put my gloves on. I'm going to make sure no one's in the spa. I'm going to treat the acid like a serious chemical, because it is a serious chemical. And I'm going to add a 1 second pour. So you start pouring, you count 1/1000, stop. Wait 10 minutes. Retest your pH. If your pH is low, 7.0 to 7.2, we've accomplished what we set out to accomplish. We've deliberately lowered our pH. Now we're in a good position to start adding our bicarb, which is going to raise our pH and it's going to raise our total alkalinity. So once you get that pH lowered, add your bicarb, retest. You're trying to get your total alkalinity between 80 and 150. You're also trying to get your pH at 7.4 and 7.6. This is not the easiest thing to do. That's why we call it the dance. You may have to juggle back and forth, acid, bicarb, acid, bicarb. The important thing to know is if you're testing your pH and you get a high pH, if you just go grab some acid and dump some acid in the water, yeah, you're going to lower your pH. You're also going to lower your total alkalinity. That means in 30 minutes your pH is going to be back up and your total alkalinity is even going to be lower. So you're worse off than when you started. The correct way to handle it, after you test your pH, test your total alkalinity. If you have low total alkalinity, you need to address that issue. Add bicarb. If you're having trouble remembering how to test total alkalinity, you can reference this YouTube channel, and there's also a little printout on the back of our tailored test kits that give you very specific directions on how to test for total alkalinity. We should be testing total alkalinity on our spas, especially every time we test our chlorine and our pH. If you have any questions about this process at all, please feel free to reach out to me and let me know. I'll be happy to go over it with you in more detail.